What is going on, you guys? We're back with another episode, TB4Y Podcast. We're coming with it every week. You know what it is. How are y'all doing?
Hello.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, man.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to jump right into it. Did you see anything recently? And shout out to Adin Ross, by the way. We fuck with you. Well, we fuck with you, bro. But did you see anything recently about Adin Ross,
bro? He's going through it, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Dude.
It's like back to back.
Back to back? Are you kidding me? I'm not even gonna lie to you. For the people that don't know and they're all like, what the fuck is going on with Adin Ross? Apparently, Adin Ross, everybody's saying that he got finessed by 21 Savage. They were playing like some gambling game, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, it was like some card game. I don't know exactly what it was at first. It looked like they were just trying to like, I don't know exactly what game they were playing.
Yeah.
But it looked like they just had to like find... Like, the cards are scattered out, and they kind of have to just, like, pick at ones.
Yeah, and then, like, I guess Adin, he accuses him of basically being...
No, he for surely did, brother.
Yeah, because they said the cards were scratched,
right?
They're
all scratched. All the king, like, all the face cards, all the cards are, like, jacks, kings, you know, queens, kings. And those are, like, you know what I mean, important cards, I'm assuming, in that game. So it's like, if he already had them all picked out, he knew which one.
Yeah.
And you can see throughout the video, there's times where he's like tapping on like on the cards on the table to get his like boy to switch them out and shit like that.
There's already so many memes about 21 Savage being a cheater.
Oh my god, that shit's crazy. And then literally like last night.
Oh my god, Carti?
Oh my god,
dude.
Carti,
no, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Can I be so real? Look, I fuck with Playboi Carti too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for all the Carti fans out there, do not attack me for this one. And this is only me saying this, so this is only half a TB4Y. Chill.
I might agree.
You might agree though. I'm gonna be real, bro. I feel like Carti was low key like. You're low-key weird for that, bro.
That's
like,
some weird shit,
like, cause let's be real. Did you even hear what Adin gave to bro? Or I don't know if he just gave it to him and or offered, but apparently Adin Ross gave Playboi Carti $2 million and a Lamborghini.
Yeah,
bro. Are you fucking
show,
for coming? But he only showed up for 6 minutes. Bruh.
He walked in.
He was being hella weird, wearing like some fucking like black tape things. Like it looks like a sex doll shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like. Oh, it's so weird.
Bro. And he just said, I love you. And he said,
yeah, and he gave Adin a hug for giving him like the $2 million, awkward ass hug. And then he was just like giggling weirdly, like,
and he's like, new music coming out. And then he's like, all right, can you walk me out now?
I was like, bro,
that's
what?
Insane, bro. Like, Adin only gave him like half of the money. And then I think he like didn't like, because at first he was supposed to like fly him on his private jet, like back to where the fuck Carti came from and shit. Mm-hmm. But instead he was like, nah, what the fuck, like. I wouldn't even give him any money, honestly.
I swear to God, I wouldn't.
Everybody showed up for 6 minutes.
Yeah, see, because I'm not going to lie, he recently, and that's what I'm saying, I think it's like, I think some people, I'm not going to say feel, let me say some people become too big for their own good. And I think that's what Carti's kind of going through right now, because it's like, I get it. Or like even like the Doja Cats or whatever. Fuck, it's like, yeah, we get it, bro, that you are like, you know, you're an artist and you're different and all this other shit. But like when you become like, when you're so weird to the point where it's like you can't even have common decency to another motherfucker, like that actually wants to do something with you, and on top of that is already paying you a fat bag to be there. The least you can fucking do, bro, is just go over there and be on some cool, bro. For like, nigga, at least, he said the stream was only supposed to be an hour, bro. An hour of your day, nigga.
At least like 40 minutes he could have stayed.
He could have stayed for 40 minutes, bro, chopped it up, maybe done a freestyle. Yeah. Nigga, you don't even got to rap. You could have just talked about certain shit in your life.
Yeah, oh God.
That people don't know, and they're like, damn, bro, we getting a different side of Playboi Carti.
Man, and it's like, bro, he's been out the media for so long, just like doing his own thing or whatever. It's like, bro, why not just pull up at one time?
You know what I mean? You already
why
agreed.
Even agree to?
That's
why
what
even
I'm trying to say. That's the point I'm trying to say of trying to be like a cool guy of like, I'm gonna be there for 6 minutes. I'm the only person that went on Adin shit, and I'm gonna be there for 6 minutes. Whatever the fuck he was thinking. I just think that's a little bit weird, bro. Me personally, like,
yeah, I don't like how a lot of like artists, like, you know, like Carti, you know, like Doja Cat, I guess, like a lot of these artists kind of like on the weird side, like,
yeah, it's like you almost hate your fans and shit.
Yeah, like they be acting like they're Prince or something like that.
Bro,
like, who the fuck do you think you are?
I'm telling you, let's be so real.
You wore one crazy ass outfit, did your hair hella crazy for one show or something, and then now you think you're like,
yeah, you think you're Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
you
like
you're like on this upper echelon of artists and shit, and it's like, bro, you're not even no offense to these people, you're not even top 5 on Earth.
Me personally, bro, like Carti fell off like a long time ago.
I'm talking like 20. I'm gonna be honest, like for me, 2017. Thank you very much, bro. Like, I'm being honest.
That's just me.
That's just me too.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't fuck with any of his new shit that came out recently. Anytime he's like on a song, even as a feature, I just don't like it. Yeah, you know what I mean? It just sounds weird to me.
Yeah. So like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to, you know, throw too much Playboi Carti slander, bro. But at the same time,
I be slapping Carti all the time.
Yeah, like, but at the same time, I'm just being honest of like, I feel like sometimes certain people get too big for their own good, because let's be real. Like, look at an artist like Chris Brown, who is fucking, I'm talking about his entire career.
Come on now.
Has been doing, bro, think about it. For him to last this long, and he's such an entertainer, bro, he's a crazy dance. This nigga is literally everything, dude. I'm not even trying to glaze right now. Anybody that's going to be like, oh, Sheriff Glaze, nigga, wipe your mouth and shit. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not glazing Chris Brown. I'm just being real. We all know. This nigga's everything. Yeah, he can sing. He can dance. This nigga can, bro, different types of dancer too. Break dance. Nigga can fucking flip and shit and all this other crazy stuff. The nigga, like, bro, he can act too. Are you kidding me?
He can play basketball.
He can play basketball. Athletic. He's a good ass football player. This nigga's stupid athletic, bro. And on top of that, he can draw like crazy. He's hella, bro. I swear to God, he can paint like crazy too. He's a good ass artist. This nigga is multi-talented to the next level. These motherfuckers like Carti or Doja Cat or whatever fuck, any of these new artists that think they're all that can only do one thing and they're one note type motherfuckers. I'm being honest, bro. I'm not even trying to get on them like that, but I'm just being honest. Compared to somebody like Chris fucking Brown, who's pretty much even been through their childhoods, if we're gonna be honest. They all grew up listening to Kiss and fucking you know what I mean? Like, let's be real, bro. Any of this shit, wall to wall. But nah, I'm being real, bro. How come this nigga Chris Brown recently he's willing to jump on Adin shit
for hella long,
bro? He was on there for probably like 2 hours. I think
they was going crazy.
They were posted up,
two-manning,
bro.
shit.
They were two-manning for fucking Omegle and Monkey and shit like that, bro. And he was over there like playing around with Adin and shit like that. Really telling, bro. He was even telling him deep shit about his life, shit that I never heard until I even heard it on Adin shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He was talking about like, oh yeah, because Adin asked him like, hey, what? Like he said, I'm not trying to make it too weird, but what's the most like traumatic thing you've ever dealt with? And he literally tells him, he was like, honestly, seeing my mom get beat by a dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he said, you know, and a lot of time he said, that's why I'm hella like antsy all the time and shit like that. And it's like, why is this nigga who is literally above
a star, a real star,
an actual star, this nigga is humble enough to be like, all right, because don't get me wrong, Adin probably cut him a fat piece.
For surely.
But the fact that Chris Brown was just like, all right, bro, you're really about your shit. You just paid me this. All right, bro, I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna really give you a show.
Yeah, I gotta go crazy.
I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna really chop it up. Be, you know, talk to your chat
for the hour or whatever.
Yeah, bro. There. You feel what I'm saying? I'm really gonna give y'all something.
Even 21 Savage, the fact that he like scammed him and shit, it was still a
it was
fun
still a
stream,
cool
though. You know what I'm saying?
You know
For like the time being,
yeah, it was still entertaining.
Until this shit went sour, and Adin is still cool with 21 though. You know what I mean? Like I honestly think all that shit was probably like low-key a stunt, low-key.
Yeah, it probably was.
But even though, like that whole Carti shit, bro, is just like it's so fucking weird, bro. Like that's how big-headed you are. You just show up for 6 minutes to announce that you're gonna drop music this year.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you cut out, and it's like, all right, nigga, pay me.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
And that fucked up. Like, me personally, I just look at it like, yeah, like that's how you really just get people to not fuck with you. Because it's like, okay, if you're willing to do that to Adin Ross, who we also fuck with, you know what I mean? Like, let's say his fans are like, wait a minute, like I actually like Adin, bro.
Yeah.
Why you do Adin like that, bro? What the fuck? So it's like, damn, nigga, I'm way less than Adin. So what the fuck would you do to me if I walked up to you, bro, on some like, hey, I'm trying to get a second of your time and you on the street? Would you even stop to take the picture, nigga? No. You not even gonna give a nigga Adin Ross who's paying you $2 million, nigga, 30 minutes.
Man.
You get that nigga 6 and cut, bro. What does that mean for all the fans then?
Bro, I said a total of like 5 words or some shit like that, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I think some people forget where they came from. Like, it's like, bro, you forgot that these people are the reason why you're in this position in the first place.
All these people that been watching you and listening to your shit, like, bro, for sure, so much people, because they said he was waiting for like 2 hours or some shit like that.
Who, Adin?
Adin was waiting for like 2 hours for Carti to show up.
And he showed up late on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I don't like that type of shit, bro. Like, if you feel like you're so much of a star, like, I'm going to disrespect people.
Because it's so wild, because, like, Adin told him to come, right? And then while he's waiting for him, bro, Carti's in the Grammys performing with Travis Scott. So it's like, bro, you said you were supposed to be here. Like, that shit was hella funny, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Why even fucking agree?
If you knew you was going to go to the show.
Bro, I just feel like that's hella fucked up. You wasting people's time, bro. And their money on top of that, too.
Like, for those 2 hours, Adin could have been doing something else on stream.
He could have had another fucking more interesting person than your ass since you wanted to be this weirdo. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just fucked up. Bro.
Yeah, God,
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Poor Adin, bro. I hope fucking... You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope shit just, I mean...
He's going to be straight though, honestly. Yeah, I feel like if anything, this just gave him more...
A wake-up call for surely of like, all right, next time I got to handle this shit differently. Like, I got to really make sure what I'm doing when I
think Kai even, like, Kai or, like, someone had called him and pretty much told him, like, yeah, bro, like, you got to be, like, cool with the people that you pick. Like, don't just pick people because they're popping, bro. Like, you got to pick people that, like, are actually like cool people that you think you would actually like vibe with and shit.
And one thing I'll say even about Kai, bro, that he does that I really fuck with is a lot of the people that he gets on his stream, they know of him, they fuck with him already. Like they're like, yeah, like you know, they've heard of Kai, you know what I mean? Or like Kai will be their portal into the streaming world. Like niggas like Drake or you know, what's that nigga's name? Tusi, two time.
Yeah,
is that his name? That nigga. NLE, you know what I mean? And now NLE, he's super in the world. You know what I mean? So it's like he kind of bridges the gap for a lot of these people. So it's like, I think, this for sure is just going to teach Adin a lesson, bro. Like, next time, bro, I'm not going to ever do some shit like that where I'm going to invite a nigga that seems hella lukewarm about the idea of coming on my shit. I need a nigga that actually sounds like he's really down and whoop the whoop. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Because just some of the stuff he was even saying to him, like, bro, you know, all the audience is going crazy, bro. The chat's going
they've been waiting for you.
Insane, bro. They've been waiting for you. And this nigga Carti was like, thank you. Like, bro, what?
No, the most awkward thing was when he was like, you want to take a seat? And Carti was like, nah, can you walk me out?
Yeah, I was like, what?
That's just so nigga, he could have done that shit over the phone.
Yeah, bro, I mean.
He could have done the whole thing over the phone and saved him
like 2 minutes. He could have gave me 6 minutes on the phone, nigga, and I could have just shot you like 10.
Oh, God. On FaceTime or something like that.
Yeah, fuck it.
That would have been way better than him showing up.
Yeah,
like,
God. Crazy.
That shit's wild as fuck, bro. I'll be heated, bro, if that shit happens to me, bro.
Hell yeah, nigga. What the fuck? If Playboi Carti, nigga, if we got him on the pod, nigga, this nigga came through. He didn't even sit down. He was just standing up. We're like, hey, Carti, could you sit down? You're kind of not in frame. And this nigga Carti's just standing up, walking back and forth. And he's like, yes.
With his back turned to the camera.
And he's like, yes. Actually, you think you can walk me out? Well, Carti, it's only been two minutes. We actually just started the pod. We just turned the
We didn't even do the intro yet.
Yeah. Walk me out. Okay, so this has been episode of TB4Y Podcast, guys. We love you. Catch you guys on the next one. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if I would even want to put that out.
I wouldn't.
Well, like that's different for Adin because he that shit was live, so he can't even do anything about it. But like for like a pre-recorded shit, like I'm like, bro, we never gotta cut that shit out. We're not even gonna talk about that we had him here type shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because that's just super disrespectful, bro. Because you're damn right looking at like what he does for his work as like not.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's nothing serious. Like whatever, bro.
I'm just hanging out with this kid.
Yeah, this motherfucker's just streaming. You know what I mean? Like
fucked up.
That's just wild, bro.
Yeah.
So is it fuck Carti or?
I don't know, man. Shit, I ain't trying to get killed.
Hey, I go cap.
What is it?
Nah, it's not fuck Carti.
It's not fuck Carti yet?
Nah, not really.
All right.
I still fuck with his music, so it's not. I think he's just weird as fuck.
Yeah, I'll say this as a person. I think bro is very weird.
Yeah.
To be real, that's all I can say.
Is he like antisocial with it?
A lot of niggas was saying he's acoustic.
I think he might be a little acoustic, bro. I ain't gonna count to you because those are for sure acoustic vibes. Or he's just on some shit.
Maybe that could be it too, because like a lot of people always said that about Kodak in a lot of his interviews. Like even when he went on Zias and Bilu, nigga, that was the weirdest fucking like. Because they usually get a lot of rappers on this shit. And it's dope. Like the rapper go freestyle shit like that, and it's cool to freestyle with them and shit.
Bro, Kodak didn't even know where he was at.
Bro, I swear to God, bro was just like Bilu was sitting there like, yeah, Kodak, you don't even know. Like I'm a real big fan. Like I've been listening to your music since like 2016. When you first dropped, and then he was like, "Top."
No, that mean weak was they thought he was saying he was tired.
On me.
Like, you tired or? He's like, nah.
Top. And it was like, word. Like, that's so awkward, bro. You know what I mean? You just have to like agree with whatever the fuck. Like, I'm already knowing.
Like, that must be
because you're trying to keep him there.
Yeah, exactly. That must be the most weirdest shit, too. Like, if you have like such like a big star or whatever, or someone who's like huge on the internet at the time,
and they're not who you
and
expect.
they're just being hella weird, like damn, but you were not who I thought you.
And it's just interesting to me that it's like, you know, these guys are way less than somebody like, let's say, a Brad Pitt, right? But Brad Pitt will jump on a show like fucking Dave and do an entire episode, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. He did an entire episode on Dave where he was like playing this funny ass character, and then the craziest part is, nigga, Dave, even this nigga, what do they call it? Lil Dicky, he actually fucking got this dude, Brad Pitt, to do some like low-key racist shit. I swear to God.
Really?
Bro, in the episode, this girl was just like, she was telling like Brad Pitt, because basically she ends up like, she's a big ass Lil Dicky fan. And then Lil Dicky ended up, and I'm finna go into the episode and shit, but basically Lil Dicky ended up hanging out with, I forgot the bitch's name from The Notebook, but she's the girl in The Notebook. He ends up hanging out with her. He ends up linking up with Brad Pitt because of her. And then Brad Pitt, he didn't think Brad Pitt was actually gonna be cool with him. And Brad Pitt ends up showing up at his house. And he's like, hey, what's up, bro? Da-da-da. I'm like, I'm at your house. And then Dave is like, what the fuck? I have this crazy ass fan here. But she didn't want to leave. She pulled up to Dave's house. And long story short, she ends up keeping them hostage inside of Dave's house because she has a gun on her. And then she's like telling them to do shit. And then she was just telling Brad Pitt, like, she was like, oh, say this in a Asian accent.
And he does it.
And he was like, I'm not doing that. And he was doing that at first, bro. He's hella stupid, bro. It was hella funny, but yeah, he ends up doing it.
But see, like, if Brad Pitt, you know, who's like A-list actor,
nigga, upper echelon,
could do shit like that, bro. Yes. You know what I mean? For someone
funny ass show. You
know what I mean? It's like, why can't Carti hop on a stream for 40 minutes?
Exactly. Thank you very much. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
And just sit there.
Yeah. He didn't even have to do. He could have just sat there and been a weirdo, just nodding.
On God, yeah, the whole time.
Yeah. And everybody's still like, oh, okay, that's just Carti.
Yeah.
But Carti's still real nigga because he popped up and he stayed for 40 minutes for Adin. Real nigga.
Yeah.
That's all he had to do.
But now it's like he's seen as just like, damn, bro, like you're just hella weird because you went against your word saying that you're going to come and do the stream.
You pretty much just disrespected this nigga's whole career.
I swear to God.
Yeah. You were just like, I mean, I don't really, it is what it is, bro. I'm just kind of here. Pay me my money, though, nigga, and walk me out.
That's wild. And then let me use your jet to go back home.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I did was I showed up to get my money and leave.
That's wild.
That's it. Pretty much. I just came pretty much to pick up the money and then cut.
Yeah.
That's all the trip was.
That's really what he did.
To pick up the money.
That's wild as fuck, bro. Fucking Carti, bro. But I had this one story I wanted to tell you that happened recently in Mexico. It's about this guy named Alfredo Roblero. And, bro, what this fucking mob does to him after what he's accused of doing is so crazy, bro. Like, this is the type of justice, bro, that, like, I love to hear about. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This dude was accused of kidnapping and S-ing a 6-year-old girl in Mexico.
Jesus
And
Christ.
he really did. Like, they ended up finding like the little girl's body and all that shit.
Yeah.
While they were trying to look for him, eventually the community where that little girl is from, they find him first, though.
Really?
They find him first.
No fucking way.
They catch him.
Mike.
They tie him up, torture him, beat his ass, all this shit.
On the street?
Like somewhere, yeah, like on the street, they had him tied up and shit. And then they set him on fire. Killed him.
You're fucking lying. They
swear.
set bro on fire in the street?
Yes, bro. A whole mob.
And these are just civilians?
Civilians, yeah.
What the fuck?
Caught him, tortured him, and then fucking set his ass on fire.
Did you know what some of the torture was? Like, were they like stabbing him and shit or what?
Yeah, I think they're mostly just like slicing him, just beating him up. Like they like kept him alive enough though that when they
to set him on fire.
Yeah, to set him on fire though. Yeah.
Oh my fuck.
They were mostly just like beating the fuck out of him. They were just jumping him though.
Nigga, set him on fire is fucking crazy, bro.
But like,
notice I'm smiling a little bit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the justice that I love to hear about. It's like, they caught his ass. And I guess like the police.
How did they catch him? Like he was just like on some like normal shit. He was still trying to walk around.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Like I thought he was trying to be like incognito with it or whatever. I don't know. But they ended up finding it out with him and
cooking, bruh.
And they set his ass on fire. Yeah.
Jeez.
A whole mob.
Bro,
tied him
that
up.
is crazy as hell, bro.
And
you know what's so crazy about those type of situations? Like, let's even throw it out here. What do you think our government would do to us? Like, let's say all of us come together, right? Let's say there's a guy who is like a teacher out of school, and let's say
the Night Stalker,
no, I already know they were whooping his ass up the road.
But they didn't kill him though.
Yeah, they didn't kill him. They were just whooping his ass and shit. Yeah, and they gave him like a little bit of like bruises and they fucked him up pretty bad. Yeah. But nah, not even that. I'm talking about like, let's say there's a guy who is a rapist, and he's like, he does this shit, and let's say he got a few girls. And we end up finding out about it, bro. Like, wait, hold on. This was the teacher? And a bunch of people like, hold on, nigga, that was my middle school teacher.
Oh, yeah, let's get him.
Let's get him, right? So that everybody starts whooping this dude's ass. Out here in the U.S., we whoop his ass. We string this nigga up in the street. Hang him up, nigga, by all fours. And we classically we just rip this nigga apart.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think they would do to us? And or set him on fire? I think set on fire is a little bit crazier.
I think that...
Jeez.
I think that they would try to find like
the people who did it.
Yeah, the people who tied him up. Hopefully, no one's on camera doing it. You know what I mean? Because like that's what happened in Mexico. Like they were trying to, like the police were investigating.
I was just gonna ask you.
They're trying to investigate like who was the one who started it all.
Yeah,
who was
that's
like
what I was saying.
Set him on fire. But like they really. But then again, I think the police were kind of like whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. But you think that ours would be completely different because they're more like, nigga, we gotta crack down.
I think so. I think it depends. I think they'll try to get at least one person over here. At least one guy would have to take the fall for it.
At that point, I wouldn't give a fuck.
But then I don't think they probably wouldn't give him a lot of time. Because remember, even that lady who had killed the dude in the courtroom.
She didn't end
up getting that much time either.
Yeah, I think she only got a couple months. Matter of fact.
I think so, damn near. Yeah,
I think it was like 6 months. I think I remember.
Yeah. And I think like a jury would be like, I ain't gonna cap. Like if I was on jury duty and I happened to be the case where I found out that this guy strung up a pedo and then set him on fire and killed him. I'm like, oh yeah, let him go. He's free.
Let him walk.
You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna be like, nah, this guy's gotta go to jail for the rest of his life?
Let him walk.
I don't think anyone would.
Only person that would do that is like, we're gonna have to whoop that nigga's ass.
Yeah,
he's
we're
also
like,
a
okay,
pedophile.
now we gotta look into your background history.
Oh God, yeah. Now
we gotta look at your internet history. Gotta look at your search history, everything, because you're now on the blacklist.
Now you're on the list, nigga. Yeah.
You're weird as fuck.
You're weird. Yeah, no, that's crazy as hell though, bro. They said, bro, I'm fucking fired.
But those stories are so like,
I know.
Damn, bro. Like some dudes, I honestly be like, you're so evil, like you shouldn't even go to prison.
Yeah. That's what's so crazy. Like, you have to die.
Yeah, you just have to get set.
Yeah, I think there's some people where it's just like, yeah, nah, there's no coming back, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that we have to, as humans, I think that's one thing that should have continued more. Even though we did it at a crazy scale, you know what I mean? Of like, we feel like this person should die or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Because like, you even think about back in the day, like I remember I was talking about this with my girl, super random, because she was telling me about like, she was talking about when she went to Oregon before, and she was talking about Salem, Oregon, and you know how there was the Salem witch trials and shit, right? Yeah. I was like, bro, you gotta really think about it, bro. These niggas was probably like, especially back in that time, I was like, a bitch, you didn't know about like, well, both of us, we didn't know about diseases that much, like sexually transmitted diseases, probably as much, you know, especially as much as we do now, you know what I mean? So I was just like, imagine this back in the day, a dude in Salem, Oregon, had sex with a girl. He was like, yeah, you know, she's bad. You know, I saw a little ankle bone, right? Whatever.
Shit started burning.
Shit started burning the next morning. This bitch cursed my dick so I can never fuck another bitch. Witch.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
And then now we're gonna string that bitch up and hang her to the bottom of the shit, and we're like, this bitch, if you float up, you're a witch.
I ain't gonna count. There's a lot of like,
isn't that crazy,
bro? There's got to be a lot of stories of like Salem, or even like, you know, back in days, other places in America or whatever, where like, or like a guy was kind of like, bro, this fucking bitch, bro. Hey, y'all heard that she's a witch?
I mean, yeah.
And then they just send her, and they just send her on fire.
Or the nigga was like, this, hey, what's going on, baby? And she was just like,
ew. Yeah.
And the nigga was just like,
yeah, right, Jebediah. And he was like, all right.
Shouldn't you be herding sheep with your dad?
All right, Mary Lou. I got
okay,
your
Mary
ass,
Lou.
bitch.
Okay, bitch. Yeah, yeah. Just know you got something coming for your
going
ass.
Straight to the tavern.
I was finna say, I'm going straight to the tavern, nigga. I'm finna go sing in that motherfucker. I'm finna be like, hey, what's going on with y'all? All them niggas in there singing all they songs and shit.
Like, y'all ever heard of the witch?
I'll be like, nigga, you know what's so crazy, bro? I saw this bitch casting a spell earlier this morning, nigga. I swear to God, she had a spell circle. I promise you, bro. I seen
big ass cauldron in her kitchen.
I'm so serious.
Big ass cauldron in her kitchen,
nigga, that bitch is, bro. She sacrifices animals. She sacrificed a baby, her own baby, by the way. Yeah, bro, y'all gotta handle that.
And then they're like, all right, yeah, for sure. We'll handle her at lunch.
All them niggas in there, they're sitting there eating their food like this. All right, bro. After this meal, bro, we're gonna go string this bitch up.
After I'm done eating the sandwich, we're gonna go string her up.
We finna go get the witch. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, we got you.
Isn't that crazy?
There was
a bunch of niggas that were like that, for sure. You know what I mean? Or even the niggas that they girl got snatched or anything like that. They was just like, oh, okay, bitch, so you want to fuck with that nigga?
Okay.
Okay, you want to fuck with Thaddeus?
All right, then.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Your ass is a witch.
I knew you like Thaddeus, you goofy bitch. Okay, yeah. And then next day, nigga go to tavern.
Yeah, oh God, telling everybody.
You know, but I don't know, bro. It's just so interesting how like we're okay with banding together in so many different scenarios and just being like, yeah, I think we're gonna get this done. You know what I mean? Because it kind of reminds me of even that soccer story I was telling you, how they all got together.
Yeah,
and fucking, they all knew what to do.
Yeah,
and everybody was cool with it. Like, I don't think there was anybody around that threw up or fucking was like, ugh. I think everybody was just kind of like, yeah, let's get makes sense.
Yeah. You know
what I mean? Some of the kids were probably even digging in his head.
Oh my God,
in the root of it.
Wow, that's wild.
Like a pinata,
using his intestines as jump ropes and shit.
The kids are going crazy and shit. Yeah, I don't know, bro, but that's just sick, bro. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, how do you live in a society that doesn't condemn shit like that? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad that it doesn't really matter where we're from.
Yeah, if you hear stories like that, you're like, good on those people.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like even the fact of like, it doesn't matter where your home is, nigga. You're gonna kill those type of niggas, bro. Like, there's stories in America, how you saying like Richard Ramirez and shit. That whole block was ready to kill this nigga. God, yeah. You know what I mean? Or even the story you're saying, or even this with the soccer player. That like, these are all different fucking walks of life. These are all different places,
different parts of the world.
You know what I mean? All these people go home to different environments completely.
Yeah.
And yet they all have the same instinct of like, you fucking touched a little girl, weirdo. Yeah. We're gonna kill the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're gonna do it in the most vicious way too, and nobody's gonna even fucking think twice about it.
Right. I swear, like those videos like I love those videos where the guys are like the Chris Hansen type ones, but like I love like there's just like there's hella different guys who do that shit. We'll just like catch like dudes trying to talk to girls on the internet and shit like that, bro. Because it's like, bro, it'd be the most like regular people, bro. It'd be like teachers or, you know, bro works at like a supermarket or something like that. And I'm just like, bro, I'm just a regular ass guy.
No, I was gonna say, you know how fucking like that's how you know how prevalent these weirdos are. Is that like even niggas like Vitali, bro? These niggas are damn near keeping their lights on, fucking arresting these niggas now, bro. Vitali, he recently even started because he's on like kicking shit now, right? He started to do basically like catching predators and shit. I swear to God, on his own channel, bro. He did the craziest shit, and the craziest part is, he is taking it to the next level of actually meeting up with these dudes himself. And one of the situations, he met up with with this one weird dude, and he was dressed up as like a girl, and he was just like, "What? I'm a 12-year-old girl. I'm a 12-year-old girl. I'm Ashley." And the guy was just like, "All right, man." And he started walking away from him and shit. And then Vitaly and them already called the cops, and they got that nigga arrested.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, damn, nigga, like you niggas, like that shit is so prevalent that
I seen one guy recently where he goes and he will beat the fuck out of the pedos.
Really?
Like he'll walk up and while he's talking to him, he's like, "Look at me when I'm talking to you." Start slapping the fuck out of him and shit like that. Really start like packing him out. Like his cameraman, he like, "Let me see the camera." Cameraman start going there, start packing out the dude. It's like that, like on camera shit, bro. Like
cameraman with it too,
bro. They
cameraman like, nigga, hey, hold this, nigga, let me get a piece.
They caught a guy trying to talk to a girl, like trying to meet up with a girl while his wife was giving birth to his daughter.
Really?
At the hospital, bro.
Are you serious?
So he started beating the fuck out of him. He's like, "Whose birthday is it?" He's like, "Whose birthday is it, you sicko?" And the guy's like, "It's my daughter's birthday." He started slapping the fuck out of him and shit like that. He's like, "Bro, you're weird as fuck." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Yeah, that's..." Bro, some dudes are just so like insane.
His newborn baby was just about to be delivered.
She was delivering like as they were like meeting up with him. Like that's how sick some dudes are. You know what I mean?
It has to be a little mental illness, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Where you're having your own child, so you had sex with a woman who is of age, and then, so I'm trying to like
can't even wrap your mind around it.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like I'm so fucking confused by
like
that shit,
those dudes always have wives and kids and shit like that all the time.
The craziest part is to even think about, if you're willing to be a fucking weirdo and do that to a child, knowing it's wrong. What are you gonna do to your own if you have a daughter? Literally,
and a lot of those guys like randomly be ending up having daughters. Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, that home is fucking hell, to be real. And then the worst part about it is that like the mom has to sit there and wait. Like the mother has to, you know, she just got done fucking going through this whole crazy process of having your child. Man, you fucking weird ass nigga. And then after the fact when I'm going to the house, there's police there, and they're like this. "Ma'am, you might want to speak with your husband. You may not, but your husband has been caught trying to meet up with an underage girl." Man. And she's like, "What do you mean underage girl?" A 6-year-old girl.
Or like a 10-year-old or something.
What?
Crazy. It's like,
what? She's like, what? And you're just out of your fucking mind. How do you even like...
And y'all have a kid together.
Yeah. You just delivered this weird ass nigga's baby.
That's so fucking crazy.
And what am I supposed to do now? Just go home? And
imagine that baby like growing up, and it's like, why wasn't dad a lot in my wasn't in my life a lot?
Yeah. And how do I explain that?
Yeah, and now you have to tell them like your
dad is a registered sex offender.
Your dad was trying to have sex with kids that are your age.
Yeah. Your peers in your classroom, your dad would have sex with them.
Yeah, he would try to. Why you look at me like that? But bro, it's so
it is crazy.
It's so insane that there's dudes like that out
really
there.
Think like that, yeah,
bro. So crazy,
honestly.
And I have there's girls like that too.
I was just gonna say, bro. I mean, dude, I told you there's some crazy shit. Like theirs is a little more interesting though, dude. Like some of these girls will do like that are crazy. They're so out of their mind that they'll do shit like a reverse birth. Basically, they're like trying to put their child back inside.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and a bunch of like weirder shit, bro. And it's like,
that's a thing that girls do?
Yes. I swear to God, bro. There's a bunch of other weird shit.
That's insane. I'm only thinking of like a teacher and a student type shit.
You know what I'm saying? It gets real dark, bro. Yeah, it's really dark.
Oh, that's really crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's very strange because like,
that's wild.
What kind of shit is that, bro? Is it like sexual?
I don't know what that is.
You got to think about that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like then your home isn't even safe anymore for these kids. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, like it's already crazy as fuck outside that somebody's probably going to try to kidnap me or whatever the fuck or would do it.
But now
now my own house.
There's a creep.
Yeah, crazy. But hey, I wanted to tell you this anyway. Speaking of houses, dude. Okay, so you know how right now, bruh, getting a house and shit like that is fucking crazy compared to back in the day, nigga. Let's be so real.
Yeah. Back in the day, it cost you like $800 to get
I was gonna say, nigga, to get a full fucking house, nigga. You know what I mean? With everything going on, right?
Appliances included.
Nigga, now it's insane, right? And it's so insane to the point where, I don't know if you've seen this, people are finding new ways to get houses, Mike. And this is the craziest way that I've heard. People started to get houses on Amazon.
Yeah, I heard you could like they'll deliver like a...
Pretty much it's like a house that you can, like, you're building your own house. Yeah. You know, but it's like a house that you could put together, like parts.
That's crazy. They actually got Home Depot too.
Yeah, bro, which is crazy as fuck. And then the wildest part about it is it's only like, nigga, because imagine compared to the fucking trying to actually own a house, nigga. Bro, this motherfucker is $30,000.
Yeah,
so, bro, I'm telling you, and it actually looks cool as fuck, bro. I'll damn near show you too.
But
bro,
if you don't have a house, where do they send it to?
You might have to have like some type of it's like a Dropbox thing, but
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, where are you gonna put it at though?
Oh man, you gotta think about all that. That's the thing.
You have to go to like.
You know what I think it is? I think the people, because there already are a couple people that have done it like recently, but
you gotta go to like a trailer park or something.
No, I was gonna say I think
empty lot.
Yeah, type shit. But I think it might be a thing of like, I mean, shit, nigga. If I live with my parents, nigga, I thought that motherfucker in my backyard.
Yeah, that's true. You can do that too.
I think that's what some people are doing. They'll probably just like, you know, they'll be living with their parents and be like, Mom, I'm gonna get my own house.
That's actually dope as fuck though.
And then I just have my own place in the backyard, nigga. I start raising my kids.
And then if you really want to, you could just put everything.
No, there is both, and then you could take everything down,
put everything back, and then move it.
Yeah, because there was this YouTuber who recently did it. He bought his house on Amazon. They built it and everything. They even bought like furniture. They bought like a fridge, everything like that, bro. And the motherfucker already comes with like a shower. It comes with like a living room. It has like a little bedroom and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, you ain't gonna have a fucking a full house, nigga,
and everything's insulated in that motherfucker, or like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know too much about all the extra details, but about that,
because I'm like, is it gonna be cold as fuck at night, or is it gonna be hella hot in that house?
You know what's crazy though? To be real, I'm gonna be honest.
When it rains, like, is it rain cool?
Nah. Yeah, it's a fucking house, bro. It's literally covered up, so the rain's not gonna get inside. But I'm saying, I don't know if it's like, you know, the temperature and shit, you can control it. I don't know about that, because, you know, that ties right back into the other shit of like, now I might as well get a house.
Yeah, I'm damn near.
You know, because I still got to pay for all these other things. But I think it's more so just like there isn't that shit. I think that it's like, because nigga, that's way better than being homeless. How the fuck these homeless niggas handle it? How the fuck they survive the winter?
Yeah, that's very true.
Blankets, shit like that. Yeah, so it's like if I'm already in a fucking thing, you know, and then
better
I have
than
a blanket
nothing. Yeah, God, yeah.
on top of that, bro, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
You know what I mean? I can still watch Tom and Jerry and shit.
Yeah. Little space heater, you know what I'm saying?
You know, yeah, exactly.
Because does the thing get power? How does it get?
I think you might have to do it like an RV home. Like you might have to just like have a generator or something like that. Yeah, type shit. So I mean, that's pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Crazy. I think that's actually.
I'm saying like technology nowadays, bro, is like.
It's going somewhere,
bro. It's so crazy how like things are advancing. Like,
yeah, I mean, because do you think that is the future? Is that more people are gonna start to find other ways to get homes instead of trying to
build, like, buy ones that are
buy one from the government on, you know, their
I think eventually the housing market is gonna crash again, and then they're gonna have to start from ground one. Like everything's gonna drop in prices because like no one's gonna want to buy houses anymore or something. So it's like they're gonna have to slash a lot of the prices.
Oh God,
because I don't know. I can't imagine everyone's just like living in like these little Amazon bought houses. I feel like a lot of people are probably gonna do it though.
Yeah, I think for a period of time.
But just the fact that like you have to already have a plot of land to put it on, so a lot of people are gonna be like, well, I might as well just go, you know, get a house or get an apartment or something like that.
But can I be real? I can see it happening because, I mean, there's even a study recently that said more people are staying at their parents' homes way later than way before than any other time. Yeah,
because back then it's like once you turn 18, you gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah, but people are staying in their parents' crib till they're like damn near 30.
Yeah, on God,
in today's time, you know what I mean? So it's like, why not?
Yeah, and I guess it is like your own little space too. Yeah, so I mean, that is pretty dope. I ain't gonna I would fuck with that.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to have that. Yeah, hell yeah, nigga. Like, bro, real shit, bro. Even when like, you know, even if like niggas get like a whole fucking crib and shit like that, bro. I'm talking about, nigga, I'll still have that motherfucker in the backyard.
Yeah, that'd be dope because you can use that.
I'll probably use it out. I was gonna say, or I'll just let my kid be in there.
Yeah, on God.
You know what I mean? Whenever you want to just play around, whatever.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Just have a little playroom in there.
Like, is it like a How big? Like it's like a 1 room, 1 bedroom, like 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, living room type thing.
It's like one. It's literally just those 3, and I think there's like a kitchen too. There's like a little kitchen in there too. Yeah. Okay. But I'm not gonna lie to you. When you look at it, bro, you're gonna be like, nigga, it's actually cool size. Like it's like an apartment.
Yeah, I remember there was this. I don't remember.
It's literally like you took a block of the apartment, like one of the like, you know what I mean? Like the whole apartment, one part of it, that whole just room. And it's just in your backyard or in like a random part of the street. Yeah. That's literally what it kind of is. Yeah.
There was this lady. I think it was a lady. I don't know, but she had like this company.
Yeah.
And you know the like the shipping containers.
Oh yeah.
Like the ones they'll put like on trucks or like the ones that be like on the boats and shit like that. Mm-hmm. They turn those into houses.
I see that shit.
And then they'll like stack them on top of each other, and then you can connect them. So it was
I seen
like
that shit. It's almost like on some Ready Player One shit. Like how they live in the stacks.
Literally, And you could, so you could expand, so you could buy more stacks and add it to your house and shit
like that. Some Minecraft shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, that's so crazy. Like, anytime you could be like, you know what? I want to get 2 more stories in my house. Yeah, you could go and buy 2 extra stacks to put into your house.
That's so weird.
That's so wild. Like,
yeah, it seems so dangerous.
Yeah, like there's so much people who have like weird houses. Like people who live underground.
Yeah,
shit. Like there's a lot of people who live underground.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
Like, in bunkers. They just live there.
Yeah,
I think that's so insane. Like
I know.
I don't know. Like I think for the longest time people are just gonna keep living in regular houses.
Yeah,
but I think there is gonna come a time where it is like Ready Player One, where people live in like these weird like stacks of homes or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
think that is the future.
I mean, bro, even just talking about Ready Player One with like the houses and all this other shit, nigga, let's be so real. You already seen that they dropped the AirPod. I mean, the Air.
I think they're called the Apple Vision Pros or something.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. The Apple Vision Pros, I think. Yeah, bro, that shit is insane. I seen a couple people walking up on the streets with those, bro. It's some real movie shit, bro. Like I seen Casey Neistat had it. Too, yeah. I seen a bunch of other random people that were just walking on the street with it.
I seen someone driving their Cybertruck with the Apple Vision Pros on.
Bro, that's so futuristic, dude.
That's so insane.
Yeah,
bro.
And I heard only a few people have the Cybertrucks right now. Like a small minority.
I heard a lot of people are not fucking with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the way that it's built, bro, like I ain't gonna cap, it's low key like. There's just been a lot of complaints on it. Like when they made the car, it's not like they didn't put like a clear coat over it. So and it's not like paint. It's just that's just the car. It's just that metal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, bro, if it gets out in the rain, like hella people are saying like their car is starting to rust, and then you're not supposed to wash it because it's like the type of steel it is. Like it could scratch hella easily.
I think that's something they can just buff out. You know what I mean? A little prototype. I think
like, no, for sure. And then like something I heard something recently with something like the tires, like the rims that they put on the tires, messing up the actual tire. So like when you're driving with it, like the tire is starting to fuck up. And also it's kind of crazy how like advertised as like an all terrain, type of vehicle, but it's like
it's not.
You really can't, because like you put it in the rain, the motherfucker's gonna rust.
Yeah, get fucked
up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I seen someone got it stuck in the snow because they were in the snow. Shit got stuck in the snow.
Damn.
And then the tires are fucked up, so you can't even take it like off roading because it might fuck up your tires and shit. So I mean, there's like a lot of shit I heard they got to fix on that shit.
Yeah, damn.
It still looks dope though. I ain't gonna
God, for sure. I mean, that motherfucker is hard.
No, the other day I seen a green one. Like an olive green Cybertruck.
Yeah, I'm already knowing, bro. Oh my
wet.
God,
it was wet as
bro.
fuck.
See, yeah, but I don't know, bro. I mean, even what you said, like that is very interesting. That's such a sight to see. A nigga that has the fucking
Apple Vision
shit on, and then he's driving a Cybertruck. It's like, bro, you're so tapped into the future.
So wild.
You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure that guy has everything updated. Like he probably has the brand new iPhone.
Everything.
He probably, you know what I mean? Brand new fucking Apple
Watch.
I was gonna say, the fucking
headphones,
MacBook, all that shit, bro. He has everything.
Everything.
You know what I mean? But that's just crazy to me because it's like, where are we headed? Because I seen these niggas on the street, bro. They was talking about some
typing. They got TikTok right here. They got YouTube right here. They got some like Apple TV over here on the other side. Like it's so wild.
I'm like, what the fuck?
How you can literally like look. You can have something on the right side of you and look to your left, and there's something else.
Over here. It's like my music playlist is over here, nigga, so and then my fucking Instagram and shit is open over here.
I don't cap to you, bro. Like for people who like, bro, for like streamers and all that shit, bro, like or people who are like into content, or whatever, bro. That's like perfect, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
You could be editing like multiple videos at once or something. You get
like a real fucking tech guy,
I swear, with just your headset though. The only thing I don't like about the headset, and I think it's because it's the first generation, I don't like that big ass wire.
I was gonna say, what's hilarious,
but it makes sense though. Like it's the first one.
But you know what's crazy about what you're even saying right now is that think about it. In the future, they're gonna make fun of us talking about some. Look how clunky their fucking things
Man,
are.
they have that big ass wire hanging off.
Yeah.
Of it.
Isn't that crazy?
Because eventually this is gonna just be like
wireless
contacts, like
yeah.
contacts.
No, I'm telling you, we're getting way closer to getting that chip in our head.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like, think about it, bro. We went from the phones connected to a wall. I mean, fucking on the street.
Man,
to these
ones on the wall.
the ones on the wall, nigga, in our house, to the ones that were just on the phone, on the little landline, and then now we're on cell phones.
And not even that, and then the cell phones went from it has buttons,
yes, to no buttons,
at all.
Yeah,
to use your fingerprint
yes.
to unlock this.
Yes,
use your face to unlock this.
Yeah,
and now it does like a whole like the new Apple Vision Pros like. It does a whole reading on your like your eyeballs and like your whole like head damn near to unlock it.
Crazy, bro. That's insane. You know what
like,
I mean?
Bro,
so
that's
like,
some real like futuristic shit.
It's like it's almost like we're just allowing, the government to kind of invade us even more to a degree. You know what I mean? By allowing these things that we just...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a weird way, because it's almost like, let's be real, bro, how people always say, like, oh, yeah, hey, bro, the government's looking through our computers or our phone screens or whatever we do. And it's like, I mean, why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? They're the ones building our phones. They put the chip. Well, they're not, but you know what I mean? They're probably telling these...
They regulate all that shit.
Yeah, like, hey, nigga, add this chip in there so we can be able to access this nigga's phone at any time we want. Or, or these new headset. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, bro, I'll be able to track nigga everywhere you go. Man. Now this shit's on your head, nigga. Like, bro, there's no way you can, you're not gonna, you know what I mean?
We get a full facial, a 3D model rendering of your face now.
Yes.
That's so wild.
Which is scary as fuck to think about. It's like now these people can super monitor us. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But hey, I had this story to tell you. Speaking of monitoring somebody, Mike, this guy literally lived through the Truman Show. I swear to God, this shit is super fucking crazy, dude. In 1991, there was this dude named Nasubi, and I guess he was like walking on the street or something like that, and these people approached him and they told him like, hey, would you want to help us with an experiment? So he was like, for what? And they told him that they would pay him like a couple $1,000s to do this experiment.
Oh, shit.
So he was like, all right, yeah, cool. So he goes and he gets put into this apartment. And when they put him into this apartment, they're explaining this stuff to him like, okay, one, you're going to have to give us your clothes. So he's like, okay. So they pretty much make this dude take off all his clothes, Mike, and he's butt naked in his room, in this apartment. So he's
really?
Like, yeah. So he's like, what the fuck? And basically he looks around and he notices that like he can't leave the apartment. Like everything's blocked off. Yeah. So he's like, okay, what the fuck is the experiment? And they explain to this dude pretty much like, all right, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna see something about the human mind or some shit like that. So this guy, he's in this room, and the only thing in the room with him is water and like 1,000 magazines. The whole time he's just like doing what he has to do in this room. Like he's just kind of chilling there. He's in there for a cool chunk, bro. He's in there for probably like a week in the room, and he didn't eat that whole time.
Really?
No, he started being like a little worried, like because he was drinking a lot of water to make up for it. So he was just kind of like, hey, bro, who can I talk to, because I'm a little bit like afraid, bro. Like I'm hungry as fuck. And eventually they end up coming in there, and the only thing that these people fed this dude was dog food and uncooked rice.
What?
Yeah, I'm so serious. And they also told him, because there was portable camera or something like that in the room. And the reason why they were telling him that they were like recording it, they wanted to record it, is so they can like eventually show the experiment, you know what I mean, to people. And so bro was like, all right, whatever, I guess. So he continues to do this shit. And long story short, bro, these people were actually cap, and they tricked this nigga. What they actually were doing, Mike, they had this guy in this room torturing this guy, and they actually had a show.
Really?
And they streamed it to 10 million people.
Whoa, just watching him lose his mind.
Watching this guy lose his fucking mind on television, yeah, and he had no idea that he was being televised.
On television, not like on the internet.
This is on fucking television, Mike.
Where did this happen?
This happened in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah. And pretty much, bro, every time that the guy would like have a real moment where he would like break down crying and shit like that, whenever they would have those moments, the producers of the show would just mute bruh's audio, and they would play like funny music and a laugh track over the dude. So it was like, so the audience would laugh.
Really?
Yes, and the audience loved it. They thought this was like a funny thing. Like it's like I'm watching like fucking American Ninja, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like, oh, look at this guy, like he's falling and shit like that. Like, ha ha ha. That's funny.
And they just like blurred out his private part stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's insane.
Yeah, bro. So that's what they were doing. And then, long story short, bro, they had this guy in there for 355 days, Mike.
No way.
I swear.
Almost a full year.
Almost a whole year they had this guy in this apartment, bro, for this TV series.
And the entire time they're feeding him dog food and uncooked rice?
Yes. And then sometimes, like, in the show, he would, like, if he, like, I guess would win prizes, he would win, like, uncooked, I guess this one time he won uncooked spaghetti, like, in a can, and he didn't even get to eat it because he didn't have a can opener.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy as fuck.
That's fucked up.
So, bro, they had him in there for, like, 355 fucking days. So, pretty much a whole year they had bro in there. And then after, they tell bro, like, okay, we're done. Like, we're done with the whole experiment, whatever. This dude's like, what the fuck, bro? He's like so thrown off. He's just like, dude, I gotta get out of here. Just give me my money,
man,
so I can get out of here, right? So then they're like, all right, bro, cool. We gonna pay, bro. We gonna get him out of here. But then the producers was like, hold up. We're blowing the fuck up, bro.
We're going crazy.
We're going crazy, bro. The views on this shit have never been, bro. We're going crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So after they notice that they're blowing up like crazy, they're just like, okay, bro, we gotta find a way to keep this going. So, dude, they tell bro, like, all right, bro, look, yeah, we gonna let you go home, whatever, with the whoop. And they blindfold bro. They put him in a car. And when he takes off his blindfold, he's in a new location in a different apartment, bro. And they're getting him for, like, basically season 2.
No way.
I swear to God, Mike. So they pretty much do the same shit to this guy again. Yes. And they have him in this apartment. They're starving him, all this other shit. And the show is still going crazy. Fucking, like I said, 10 million people, more than that, are watching this show every single day when they were dropping this shit.
So it's like live episodes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't know if they, like, you know,
did it live,
but yeah, pretty much. So they would always do this shit. Wow. And they were telling him this time, they were like, okay, pretty much this is a game. And they explained to him this time, they said, you're going to have to win your ticket home.
What the fuck?
So he was like, what the hell? Okay, I guess. And he starts, like, doing all these things that they need him to do.
Challenges
and stuff like that, or whatever the hell it is. This time, bro, they had him there for like 3 months. Three whole ass months. Yeah, the second time. So he was there for 3 months. And then so he's like, all right, cool, bruh. It is what it is. Like, I'm done.
He wins.
Yeah. So he's like, all right, cool. Like, I'm done with all this bullshit. And, bro, mind you, I actually underestimated it. It was actually 17 million viewers every single night. Yeah, for every episode. Every episode they dropped was 17 million views. And then so he's like, okay, cool. I'm about to go home. Mike, you're not going to believe me.
Got you again.
They get him one more time for the final. Oh, Mike, I swear to God. Damn near like for the finale. They get him one more time, bro. And the last time they get him, bro, they have him in this third apartment. And when they have him in this third apartment, bro, dude's like crying, shit like that, whatever. And at the end of this one, I don't know how long he was in there for the last one, but when he's in there, all the walls of the apartment fall down. And there is he's on a stage, and there's actually a live audience out there too, bro. So including the 17 million, there was actually a live audience for the last episode, and they all saw him, and he's up there butt naked.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's how they ended it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know too much about if the producers of the show got arrested or anything. To my knowledge, they didn't.
I was saying they just kidnapped this guy and tortured him for years.
Exactly, but the craziest part about it is that, dude, now he's like a fucking comedian.
Really?
I swear to God, in Japan.
So in the end, it kind of worked out for him.
I guess, but he's a comedian in like Japan right now.
But when at first he was really just a normal guy.
He was a normal dude
who had got kidnapped, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
And now he's like a comedian in Japan, and he like does a bunch of other shit, I guess. Yeah. And
he really is like Truman. Like
exactly.
Like no one knows after the movie ended, like what did Truman end up doing? Like this is like an alternate reality where Truman went through all this shit. And it became super famous after all of it.
Yeah, bro. I swear to God, it literally just like that shit. That's what I was saying.
Wild.
They literally Truman showed, bro. Like he had no idea that he was being recorded this whole time. Yeah. And
he found out when the walls dropped.
Yes. That's when he found out that all of these. He had no idea 17 million people were watching this nigga.
We're huge fans.
We're huge fucking fans. Yeah, making fun of him, pretty much. We're all laughing at him, yeah. And then it fucked up his mental and shit too after, for sure.
Hell
you know what I mean? So yeah, and pretty much the whole experiment, I think it was like 15 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was like a year and some change.
Dude,
Yeah.
poor guy. I'm not gonna catch you. That's actually insane.
I know, bro. When I heard this shit, I said, ain't no fucking way that actually
And now
went
he's a
down.
celebrity.
And now he's pretty much like a celebrity out there in Japan. I don't know how big he is, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
he has a
fucking
name
huge.
for himself.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's so insane.
Hella
dude.
interesting, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Do you think he ever looks back like, damn, I wish I never took that walk? Or do you think he looks back at it now like, wow, like, I'm so glad that those guys picked me up because now look at my life?
Nah, I feel like,
Because I think the trauma that does to you, bro, is so crazy.
yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things of like he appreciates where he's at now, but for sure he's probably still thinks about that. Like, nigga, that was a fucking traumatic ass situation. You know what I mean?
I swear, bro, because there was probably a moment where where they're transferring from apartment to apartment. We're thinking like, bro, I'm never gonna see daylight again. Like, they're just gonna keep transferring me to these new rooms,
Yeah.
and they're gonna keep making me do crazy stuff until I'm finally dead. I honestly thought that's how it was gonna end. I thought it was gonna end with him dead.
No. But the scariest part about it in his mind is, nigga, I don't know I'm on a show.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that these people are just like, maybe they actually did kidnap me and they're trying to just figure out a place to put me and murder me.
Yeah, oh God.
You know what I'm saying? He had no fucking clue what was going on, bro. And I'm naked. Why am I naked?
Some mad scientist picked him up and is doing crazy experiments.
I'm on some human centipede shit.
Yeah,
Nigga, they about to fucking connect me to a goat.
On some wild shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I wake up at goat legs.
Imagine how confused you must be, bro. Like, the walls fall and there's a crowd laughing and watching you, and you're
they're all clapping and shit.
And you're just like, what the fuck?
I've just been through the most traumatic shit, and they have no idea. They're thinking that I
I'm
volunteered
in on it.
and I'm in on it. Yeah, that's why they were thinking like all the crying stuff and all that shit was all like scripted.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because like think about it, bro. Like whenever we watch like Jersey Shore or whatever the fuck growing up, we're thinking like, all right, Snooki and them aren't really sad. They're not really crying. Come on.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a.
You know,
it might be a little sad, but it's a bit.
It's
of
a
the
little
show.
bit.
It's part of it.
We're thinking it's in performative.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? We're like, oh, okay, so they're acting more mad than they actually are.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? So that's what the audience was probably thinking. Also, was like, oh, okay, so this guy, yeah, he probably is actually like starving a little bit, but he's crying and shit to entertain us.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, hella dark, bro.
Poor, but then again, it's like I'm saying poor guy, but it's like he kind of got a career off of it though, which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
But he must be insane.
I know. But the craziest part is, I mean, what if he still would have had the career anyways? You know what I mean? What if he was always just what if he was always just a funny guy?
He's always destined to be a star.
Yeah. What if he was always just a funny dude and he was already on his road to be a big comedian?
Maybe.
And they kidnapped him, and then now I have this crazy story that I can throw into my set.
Of it. Yeah, oh God, yeah.
You know?
Dude, that's so haunting.
I'm like, anybody else got kidnapped and put into a game show? Not y'all? Okay, for sure.
That's crazy. He really got kidnapped and put into a game show though.
Yeah, literally, bro. I was just like, no way you actually got Truman Showed in real life.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Crazy, bro.
Dude, that's so scary.
You feel me? I was like, yo, this nigga had no idea that there was like all these other cameras around him and whoop-de-whoop. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm thinking I'm just going to make like $10,000.
Yeah.
I think it was like a cool chunk like that. You know what I'm saying?
To do a little experiment for a week or something. Oh, yeah.
He's probably, what? He's like 10?
Yeah, that's fucking money.
You know what I'm saying? So like, interesting, bro. When I heard this shit, I was like, no way,
that's so
dude.
wild, bro.
Crazy as fuck, bro.
Right, hold on. Speaking of some wild stuff, you ever heard of Harold Shipman?
Nah.
Bro, this dude is by far like the most craziest serial killer in the world, bro. And the reason why I say this, bro, the amount of bodies this guy has is insane. Like, I don't think you even be able to guess how much bodies this guy had.
Really?
He was like a doctor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he was getting away with it,
Bro, he has over like 250 murders.
Really?
Yes, bro.
Oh my God.
The reason why is because he would have like a lot of like old patients who would come into his like, you know, stuff like that. And he would pretty much prescribe him like way too much, or he would inject like way too much medicine that they actually needed and kill them. And then he would go on, you know, their death certificate, because he was the one who wrote it. And he would just put like, you know, cause of death like old age, or, you know, change it up somehow.
Heart attack or whatever.
A lot of those ladies, he would change their will so that he gets
get the money.
Yes.
How the fuck?
Crazy, bruh. And he was doing it for hella long, like in the late 90s, until like January 31st, 2000, because he tried to do the same thing to a lady who in the town he lived in. She used to be like a mayor.
Yeah.
So she was like super old. And after she had died, he like wrote the will under to her name, but her daughter was like, nah, what the fuck? Like, my mom would never write.
Yeah, to her doctor.
To her doctor.
The fuck?
Like, what the fuck? And then they, you know, started investigating, and they figured out like
years of this shit.
Years of all this shit.
Yeah, traces back.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
and
my God.
they ended up sending him to jail, and I think he ended up hanging himself in prison.
Right, good on him.
Crazy, though.
That's wild as fuck, though, bro. I'm not even gonna cap.
But there were, like...
250 is a body count.
And then there's, like... There's reports, there's like rumors that, you know, before he started his professional career, so when he was like students to other people, he probably has like a higher body count, like 700, 600 body count damn near.
What the fuck?
Because a lot of people started noticing, like, a lot of the people that he worked on ended up dying.
Ooh, so they were like, okay, this wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is terrifying. Can I be so real? Like, anybody who's in medicine and you're a maniac, oh my God, dude. Because it could always just be like, well, you know, this is what comes with the job. Yeah. Some people die, some people do, some people don't.
And the crazy thing is, because since he did rack up hella money when he killed himself, technically, like, the way he did it, like, he kind of killed himself so that his wife and his kids could get all the money without, you know what I mean, them taking it away, because they were going to take away all the money because it wasn't his to begin with.
Wow, so he's like a darker Walter White.
Yeah, damn near. Yeah, really, though.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he really is like family man, but just was just super, super dark. And just murdered a whole bunch of old.
So he didn't do anything to these women. Like, he didn't do anything to their bodies or anything besides the injection shit or whatever the fuck to kill them, right?
Yeah, no, he would just prescribe them like either like drugs that didn't need it, or he would like inject them with way more than what they were like actually supposed to have, and he just killed them like that because he was trying to do it on the low, so he wasn't trying to get caught up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's undetected.
Yeah,
type
yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Ah, okay.
But think about it. He did all that in like only like 2-3 years.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm talking about, bro, there was probably times where it was like a week he killed like 5 people.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Or he probably like spaced it out a little bit, but I'll probably say he was killing like
250.
Yeah, I was finna say, but wait, you said that was in 2 years?
Yeah, I was like in 2
He was probably
years.
killing like, I'm gonna say like 10 people a month.
For sure.
To be real. He was probably killing like 10
That's
people a month.
so odd how like it took them that long to figure it out. Like they didn't figure out like, damn, all his
Everybody,
patients be dying.
either this nigga is a murderer or he's a sucky ass doctor.
Like, bro, I've seen so many death certificates signed by this guy.
Yeah, it's crazy, nigga. I'm like, bro, at this point, nigga, mine's gonna be signed by this nigga, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, no, that's interesting.
And I guess because since he was like in a small town, a lot of people started to realize like, yeah, like, you know, my grandma died from, you know, going to him. You know, a lot of people's grandparents were just dying every time they would go see this guy.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, I can understand, and I'm not trying to glorify any murderers, but I can understand more a motherfucker that tries to be a murderer in like New York. You know what I mean? The Iron Jungle, nigga. You trying to be a murderer in the big city, like somewhere huge. But when you're in like a small town, like God knows what.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, everybody knows you, bro. Everybody knows your mom.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your cousin. Everybody, like, bro. Everybody knows you by first and last name, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all these people
not
saw
gonna get
you.
away
Yeah,
with
like
this.
all these people saw you grow up. And you really think you're gonna get away with this shit?
That's wild, yeah.
I always find that interesting, bro. Whenever like a small town nigga wants to be a murderer.
But you think a lot of those people, it's like, I wouldn't even say like a lot, like the people who are like living in small towns and end up becoming murderers and stuff, you think it's just because they've been like so secluded from everything and they're just kind of like out the way that they start to like gain this weird personality almost, where it's like they just feel like they need to like hurt something, like all they have is just animals around them. They just start like fucking with these animals as kids.
That might be it.
And then they're like, you know, I like doing this weird shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
think that might be it. It might be the seclusion. You know what I mean? Of like, damn, okay, well, fuck. You know, I grew up with all the same people. There's nobody different, and it might drive some people crazy.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? That could possibly be a thing, but I'm not gonna, you know, justify this goofy nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But at the same time, I get what you're saying. I think it could be that sometimes. You know what I mean? Maybe you're too used to everything around you, and you know, it's just like, and you probably already had a little bit of that in you, because I do think it's mental health, mental illness
for sure.
when you're those type of people. So I think that motherfucker probably just already had that in him. Like, he probably had the usual start of he killed animals and he, you know, fucking did a bunch of weird shit. Probably drew a bunch of weird shit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he always had fantasies. You know what I mean? Like, I remember you told me one story way back in the day. This nigga was so weird. He had like these weird sexual fantasies where he would call himself, like, he had an alter ego and he would call himself like the Minotaur.
Oh yeah. I
Like,
do remember that. Yeah, I was
what?
about to like, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, in his sexual fantasy, he was like part Minotaur or something like that.
Mike,
Crazy. Like, a lot of these guys like are real, like, that's the reason why they do the shit that they do. You know what I mean? Like, they're really just unhinged, like, psychopaths. And that's what's so crazy to me. Like, how far off on the deep end a human could go.
yeah, exactly, bro.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
swear to God, crazy as hell. Like, man, I mean, oh, dude, and I had this story I wanted to tell you. speaking of motherfuckers going off the deep end, Mike, what the government does to this dude's mom, you're not even gonna believe me, Mike.
What'd they do to her?
This happened in 2003 in Arizona to this guy named Jim Staffer. I guess that year his mom ended up dying in 2003. So when his mom died, he was just like, okay, I got to figure out what I want to do about, my mom's death. And he ends up deciding to donate his mom's body for science,
Oh, bro, I think I already know.
You might know.
Oh, my God.
And, he donates his mom's body for scientific research, bro. And, I guess a couple time goes by, a couple days or weeks, whatever. And he ends up being like, you know what, bro, let me just look into it. Like, what's going on? What's going on with my mom's body? And he ends up finding out that the U.S. government actually purchased his mother's body for, I think, $8,000. And they took his mom's body to a blast site, and they basically used her body to test out like a missile.
Didn't they like
blew her up?
All right, did they tie her onto the rocket, or did they just send the rocket onto her?
They blew her up. Like, they sent the rocket at her.
That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah, and just to test like the damage it can do.
That they did that to your mother.
To my mother, bro. Yes.
And you willingly gave them her body.
Yeah, they blew up this guy's mother, dude.
Oh my God.
And I thought that they were just gonna like, cut my mom's brain out and shit like that.
Yeah, do experiments on her organs or whatever. Yeah. But I
think that's even crazy to me too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, like, anyone who donates their body to, like, like, to science or whatever, like, that's cool. Like, I mean, someone has to, you know what I mean? But it's like,
I ain't gonna be the one to do it.
Like, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but that's just crazy to me. But like, shit. Who knows what they're gonna do to your body?
You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, they blew her up.
You might get something where, they might test makeup on your dead body or something like that, or you might get this other end where they strap your body to a rocket and blow your ass up.
Yo.
And there's really you can't really be mad about it, because it's like, I mean, you did give her to us.
Yeah.
The government's in there like, well, we paid you for her. What do you think we were gonna do to her?
Me, bro. We damn near paid $6,000 or $8,000.
What do you think we were gonna do with her?
What do you think we was gonna do with her, bro? Come on, bro. Like, is that not crazy? Man. That it was so like matter of fact for these niggas. They were just like, wait, y'all got a fresh body? Bring that old lady over here, bro. God.
We got new missiles.
We got 6 for y'all.
That's so crazy.
And I'm not trying to laugh. Can I be so real, bro? RP that old lady. And her end was terrible, but can I be so honest, bro? It's very disrespectful that they bought her body for $6,000.
I just said 8.
It's actually 8.
Well, whatever.
6.
Either way,
$8,000 for my mom's fucking body,
Mike? To blow her ass up is
crazy.
To
blow her to smithereens is insane, dude. Are you kidding me, bro? Can I be real, bro? I'm like, all right, let's do this. What's the price to blow your mom to smithereens, bro? What's the price?
Bro, let me know. You gotta give me a fat fucking bag, bro, for surely, bro. If you want to strap my mom's body to a rocket,
nigga, yeah.
Send her off.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna count you, bro. You're gonna have to at least.
How fat is the bag, Mike?
It's gotta be at least like 6 figures.
6 figures?
For sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay me fat, bro.
Yeah.
I think damn near like 7. Like, I'm gonna have to at least get like at least $1 million.
Yeah, to blow your mama.
To blow my mama, bro. You're
okay.
Gonna have to.
I'll probably agree with you, to be real. I wonder what niggas out here are just like, nigga, easy, 30,000.
Yeah. Oh, you can take her for 500. 500,000.
Nigga, give me 5, bro. Just give me 5, nigga, I'll go home.
That's foul, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not gonna blow my mama up for $6,000.
For $6,000, I think you're gonna get away with it, nigga.
Crazy. That's why you really gotta read that fine print.
Mike, I can't
even
buy a car, dude.
With 6,000. Oh yeah, no.
Are you fucking kidding me? You niggas are basically what you're telling me is, nigga, my mom is worth less than
$6,000, like 3 months worth of rent, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Depending on where you live.
I was gonna say, nigga, are you kidding me?
Depending on where you live,
bro.
Maybe 2 months.
Yeah, that's so insane. That's my mom's worth. To blow her to fucking smithereens.
That's insane. Into like hundreds of millions of different parts.
Bro, I swear to God.
Wait, so was there footage of them blowing his mom up?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Oh, do you think he watched it?
He did.
That's sickening, bruh.
I mean, come on, man.
That's actually sickening, bro. Like, you're watching your dead mom get hit.
But you want to know what's interesting about it, though? It's like, we said this on our last episode. It's like, that's my mom's shell that they're destroying.
Yeah. So it's not really my mom, but at the same time,
it's so disrespectful that you're doing that to her corpse,
There's
dude.
not even anything left of her now.
You know what I mean? Because it's because then again, if I'm going to use that logic, then it's like, okay, I mean, why do we sit there and be like, oh, you sick bastard, to the guys that will have sex with dead bodies? You know what I mean? Like, I told you stories about those guys that will go in the morgue. And,
but that's just weird, though. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, well, it is fucking weird, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
But it's like no one's there, though.
Yeah, it's like, that person, that's just a shell, right?
Yeah.
How we're saying, but then again, it's still like
it's
so wrong.
You still can't do certain
yeah,
things.
like why are you doing that, dude?
I don't know. I think it's just a thing where it's like,
is that called necrophilia?
Yeah, that's when you like, have sex with dead bodies.
Ugh.
But I just think like desecrating any type of like dead body or anything, like that's why when people say like, you know, you're not supposed to stand on graves or whatever.
Yeah,
because it's like disrespectful to whoever's buried under there.
Yeah,
I ever since a kid, whenever I go like visit cemeteries and shit, I just always knew like,
yeah, that's wild.
There's the people under here.
And I just kind of feel like that's a bad omen. I've always had that feeling too of like, if I do this, nigga, I feel like the drive home, I'm not gonna make it. Oh
God, some weird shit's gonna happen.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like God's just gonna be like, nigga, you really thought you was gonna get away with that one?
Man,
throw a lightning bolt on my tire.
That was one of my old homies.
Yeah, exactly.
That was one of my favorite peoples.
Yeah,
and you just
like,
did him dirty.
Dude was a good guy.
Yeah,
he's up here right now chilling.
Yeah, on God.
You wanna say hi to this nigga? And bro's just like, bro, go ahead and do that shit. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm up here right now.
Yeah, on God, big chilling.
Yeah, I'm big chilling, bro.
But I just think it's that like, so like, to do that to a cemetery or like a gravestone or whatever, like alone, but doing that to the person's actual dead body is like a whole nother level.
Kaboom, nigga.
Disrespectful.
Is insane, bro.
Like no one, like it's so crazy. Like even the person who were like with the experiments, like y'all could have get like a pig's dead body or something instead.
On me.
Y'all could have go to a local farm, buy a big ass pig or cow that
bro.
died.
That's motherfucker's technically human.
You know what I mean? Damn near.
You like that Easter egg for the last episode? You like that,
Yeah, but why did they do something like that? Well, why do they have to get a human body? I think you blow a cow up and a human up with a rocket, it would do the same amount of damage, maybe.
True, but I think that they want to see exactly what it does to a human.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, but why this old lady though? Why didn't you just get like some able body? Why didn't you get like, let's say like a nigga that like, matter of fact, bro, why don't they use death row inmates to test these fucking things?
Yeah.
Why don't we use death row inmates to like test guns or
we said that a long time ago,
poison or whatever the fuck?
Like, you know, send them off to space or whatever.
Yeah, bro, why don't they do that? I swear to God, bro, if we want to discover more shit, we're like, nigga, I want to go check like fucking Gladius B or whatever the fucking any of those other planets, those exoplanets are called or whatever, right?
Send one of these motherfuckers with a GoPro on over
there.
Bro,
I'm dead ass. Bro, swear to God, strap a GoPro to this nigga's head.
Yeah.
Send this nigga blasting off on a rocket with 5 other of those other niggas, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? And then we could just, honest to God, bro, we don't even got to let the public know. You can dress them niggas up as astronauts.
Have devices on so they don't see shit.
Yeah.
So we can't see who's in there and stuff like that. Send them off.
Yeah, bro. We don't even see it's Bill Cosby in that motherfucker.
R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, all these motherfuckers are on that shit for sure.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah, all these guys, yeah.
Fuck it.
Get them all out of here. Get them all
man,
out
free
of
Tory, man.
Yeah, God.
Get them backwards.
Get them all out of here. Send them all straight into orbit.
You feel me?
But and yeah, why don't the reason why they don't do it is because people are like, oh, that's inhumane. All this shit. But
nigga, isn't it inhumane to keep a nigga locked in a cage that long though?
That is.
We treat them like dogs, bro, like animals. Let's be honest, bro. Even though they are, some of these niggas are, and they should be there.
And that's what I'm saying. Also, another thing, it's like, well, there's a reason why the motherfucker's on death row.
Yes.
He didn't rob a fucking Girl
Scout. He didn't rob a grocery store. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He didn't rob a Buddha bear or something like that.
Nigga, he blew up a fucking hospital, nigga. Send his ass to fucking space.
That guy essayed 12 little girls and killed a priest.
Nigga, he cut the head off of a priest, nigga, and he held it up, nigga, in a church. Get him out of here,
essayed 10 Ultra Boys.
Yeah. Bro, this guy.
Put his ass on that rocket.
I swear to God.
He doesn't have to be on the inside of that motherfucker.
Yeah, you could have him strapped to the fucking front, nigga, like Buzz Lightyear, nigga, on my mama.
Blow his ass away.
Yeah, bro. I'm so serious.
I don't know why they don't do that.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
You know it's crazy? I think in the future.
I think they are.
Remember that
no, shit we were saying it, bro.
I think I was telling you yesterday how, like, I think you said, like, in 1911, they would make death row inmates play, like, baseball games
for their
time being shortened or their time being extended. You know what I mean? It's like, so if they won, their death row time will get pushed back.
Yeah.
And if they lost, it will get pushed forward.
It's like, nigga, today.
Yeah. So guess what?
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Tomorrow, after this game's over, you take those cleats off, you're going right onto that chair.
I mean, you're getting fried right after this shit, nigga.
Like, I think eventually they're gonna bring that back.
Yeah, but it's gonna be different. I know what you're saying.
But it's gonna be like,
no, I told you, bro. I said either they're gonna blast niggas off and be like, all right, bro, we're trying to figure out like what is up with these other planets. And I think what they gonna do is, nigga, they just gonna start sending niggas as far out and see how far they can go. And then as soon as one time they get a cool distance, I feel like they could even do something like this. I guess, okay, they land on the planet, boom, blow that motherfucker up, yeah. And then they'll blow them up as they land. And be like, now we know we can get there.
Yeah, God.
Type
safely.
Shit, you know what I mean?
Safely.
They'll land them there safely, and then the niggas like, we're here. Blah, idiot. all right, now we're gonna send our niggas over there so we can go and do our thing. Now we know we can be there. And I think they're gonna make them lab rats for real. Like we're gonna extend lab rats as far out as we can. You know what I mean? And just see what's up. Because like, nigga, even speaking about space, Mike. Oh my God, I don't even know if you heard about this. Apparently, bro, and it was on, I think, the James Webb telescope. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Bro, they were on that shit, bro. And apparently, recently, scientists were looking through this motherfucker. There are 2 interesting things that I heard. I guess on one of these super far out planets, I forgot exactly what the planet is called. I think it's called like Alpha 1 or something like that. I might be wrong. I don't remember exactly. Nigga, literally, they said they showed an image of the planet from like kind of close up, and it looks literally like Earth at night.
Really?
And what I mean by that
is it's lit up.
It's lit up like there's a bunch of like city lights.
Really?
I swear to God. And they're like, bro, how the fuck can we explain this? And I'm not the nigga that's just gonna say it's city lights, but dude,
that's what it looks like.
It looks exact. And scientists are like, bro, what the fuck is this? And we don't know what it is right now. So I'm not gonna be the guy, but we're all sitting here looking at this motherfucker going like, that looks exactly like our shit.
That's crazy.
So it's like, is there another civilization over there? And let's be real, like, obviously, yeah, we think, you know, all of us know there is other life out there, but like,
they confirmed
to fucking see something like that is crazy.
The whole other planet.
And then, nigga, there's also this other picture that I don't know if it was the same telescope or whatever, but it was like, I think it was actually the Voyager 1. I think that's what it was. I don't remember if it was the Voyager 1. I might be fucking wrong. Somebody's gonna tell me. But recently, or no, it was way back in the day, but they recently like enhanced the image to see what this picture was from like, I think 1980 something. Damn. And nigga, there is another thing. I don't know if it was from another planet. I might be wrong. But dude, they took a picture of this thing and they're calling it the City of God because nigga, it literally looks like it's fucking Asgard or something. Like, really? I cannot make this up. And this is a real image, bro. I swear to God. And it's a picture from space. And it literally just looks like a floating like city or something, bro. I'm dead ass.
Wow. It's like a real flat Earth.
And yes, pretty much.
And it looks like Asgard almost.
Bro, yeah. And it pretty much looks like fucking Asgard or something.
Really?
Yes, bro. I might as well just show you real quick, bro. Yeah, while we have a little bit of time, because we're about to finish.
Yeah, let me see if you can pull it, because I'm actually curious on how that looks.
Mike, tell me what you're seeing right here. What does this look like to you? This is the actual image.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I seen it on their actual website, too, so that's not an image that nigga picked. That is some real shit. What do you think about that?
That does look like Asgard, bro. It looks like a golden city.
Bro, that's why they're calling it the City of God.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
You know what I mean?
What do you think lives there?
That's what I'm saying. I don't fucking know, bro. Like, we don't understand none of this shit.
Hella motherfuckers in toga robes?
Bro, probably.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is up there?
Damn.
You know what I mean? Or is it a city?
Or is it just a glowing rock?
Yeah, and then it just resembles a city from that angle or something.
That's trippy.
You know what I mean? We'll never know.
The fact that they can actually see stuff from that far away is actually crazy.
Yeah, bro. And then I'll probably show you after the episode the other shit where it looked like city lights, bro. It's insane. And the planet looks red.
Really?
Yes.
So it's like counter Earth, literally.
Bro, because
it's
Earth is mainly
opposite is blue.
What if that planet is mainly like lava? Wow. And those people like adapted to it. And they're
that's actually crazy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and instead of like, you know how the like, I think like 90% of the Earth or 80% of the Earth is water, right? Or something like that, or 85? Yeah, 70?
I think so, yeah.
Something around there. But what if it was 80% or 70% lava?
That's wild.
And then they just found ways to adapt to it, you know?
They must be like rock people or something.
Yeah, or their skin is just very rough, you know what I mean, on some other shit. And then they just found other ways around it. They have different like, materials to sail across oceans of lava.
That's wild, yeah.
You know? And they had like the same history as us, but it's just lava.
Damn.
You know?
It's literally like opposite Earth, though.
Like they have their own version of dinosaurs and shit like that. Their own version of the meteor.
Everything. Like World War II, they had it all.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You know, who knows? I mean, I'm just fucking
we're just
theorizing here, but you know, but
that's crazy that they really found another planet.
Yeah.
That's like ours.
Pretty much, yeah. That it seems like.
Right
now that we're, you know what I mean? Because from the outside looking in, nigga, you're like, dude, they're cities.
Yeah, those are lights.
Because those are city lights. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's hella interesting about it. So who fucking knows?
What a
only
crazy
time will tell.
Alive, man.
Yeah, only time will tell type shit. But guys, We hope you guys like this episode, man. We're gonna end it off here. We love you guys.
Bye.
Yes, catch you guys on the next one. TB4 podcast on everything: Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, all that shit. So yeah, man, we love you guys.
Bye.
Catch you on the next one.